Hello, my friends. I'm Andrea, astrologer, and welcome to this new weekly update for markets in general. We talk about the global astrology for the week from April 21st to April 27th. So let's dive into it. Tensions are rising in the sky and the markets might feel it too. From volatile squares to heavy hitting oppositions, the astrology of the week points at fear, pressure and big money moves. If you are in the markets, then this is really important to watch and stay alert. Now, as a friendly reminder, Mondays are always a mix of the weekend, and as we know, we do have the previous video, which I link it here for your convenience. So have a look to refresh your memory on Saturday and Sunday in case we don't see much move because the transaction volume is usually low. In this video, as always, we cover the weather forecast, but not the moody Bitcoin lady. This is something that we have for our subscribers in Patreon, but nevertheless, I want to give you a hint, so stay until the end of this video in order to see what is really important this week for Bitcoin in its own horoscope. Monday, April 21st. We kick off the week with a Mars-Sun square, an aspect that is tense and it tends to fuel volatility. Expect price fluctuations across markets in general. This being a global aspect will affect multiple financial assets. Tuesday, April 22nd, Sun opposes Lilith today, bringing fear and uncertainty in the market atmosphere. Expect reduced risk appetite among investors today. Wednesday, April 23rd, the Sun-Pluto square brings additional stress, pointing to negative developments that are tied to regulations, either to regulations or to institutional players, aka the big money. Thursday, April 24th, no major astrological aspect is exact at day level in the global astrology today. In such cases, the price action will be shaped by the hourly aspects, which you can find in detail in the BTC hour-by-hour product for this week, which covers the global astrology, but also Bitcoin. Friday, April 25th. The Venus-Saturn conjunction, actually the most important aspect of the week, is exact today and becomes increasingly influential heading into the weekend. This can point towards limitations or restrictions in the crypto space, likely contributing to downward price pressure. Be aware of that. And being a global aspect, it can point to restrictions in terms of markets, of currencies, and so on. So it will be interesting to watch out. Saturday, April 26th, there is no day level aspect in the global astrology, which is exact today. Sunday, April 27th, a Mars-Pluto opposition, which is a hallmark for high volatility, likely induced by a large financial moves, finishes this week, and this energy is quite strong and likely to spill into the early part of the next week. And this is also because it's a Sunday, so we might not see much movement, but as transaction volumes rise the next week, this can be manifested. So have this on top of your mind. And now, as promised, I would like to share the highlight of the week, which is actually the positive energy early in Bitcoin's natal chart. And this is thanks to a Moon-Mercury aspect, which is positive. And it is a favorable energy that brings good news and a boost in market sentiment usually. We can say that this is an upbeat momentum and helps offset some of the negative energy that you saw that it's present during the week, but the pressure from Saturn is quite strong. So I would say that this energy is not strong enough on Bitcoin side to counteract the negative energy. But it's important to take into account this balanced positive energy as well, because it's not all doom and gloom, so to speak. We will have also positive influences that are unfortunately shorter term during the week, and this will be really periods of recovery. Thank you. Now, as promised, I would like to share with you the highlight of the week, and this is from the Bitcoin horoscope on Monday, April 21st. The week starts with a positive influence thanks to Mercury Moon conjunction in the BTC horoscope, and this usually points towards good news, and it boosts market sentiment in general. And this energy will really persist, especially in the first part of the week, and trigger an upbeat momentum. And this is likely to offset some of the negative energy that we have in the global astrology during the week. But it is very likely that it will not be strong enough to counteract the negative energy from Saturn. Just be aware of that. And the fact that Saturn conjuncts Venus and not other planets, this points more towards cryptocurrency. So we need to stay alert, especially towards the end of the week. In conclusion, we do have a complex week ahead for the end of April, and we do have also a lot of volatility. So this means that fluctuations will be the norm of hours, I would say, not even days. Some days are pretty busy in terms of hourly aspects, and I do think it will be quite challenging trade with care and always have the stop loss set. Thank you so much for your time, for your attention, for liking and subscribing. It helps the channel. I appreciate that. And until next time, be joyful. See you. My dear Patreon and Telegram subscribers, welcome to this weekly update for Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, and the gold and silver index XAU that I would like to cover like usual. And before I start, I would like to make a bit of summary. So you have seen the introduction. The global astrology is not so good. All points towards dumps, but we do have also recovery energy from Bitcoin, at least in some days. Still, I would say, because I filmed this on the 17th of April, so you will get it tomorrow, basically 18th of April UTC time zone. If you are in profit, because we have this huge volatile energy during the weekend, I don't know when this will really occur, so it's likely that it will be Friday, and this is in the US trading session usually, or it can happen only on Monday, as we know, and we can see first moves Sunday night. I see that this is the pattern usually lately, and it's good, you know, to secure some of your profits. This is my message, because Monday still, let's say, we have some protective influence, but afterwards the show begins with negative energy, and I do feel it's quite strong. We do have also some green aspects, so don't think everything is red. So it's also difficult to short, so to speak, but it's really challenging, I would say. It's a complex and tough week. Just be aware of that. I warn you again. And of course, it will depend on the volume, how much everything moves, but the astrology is quite busy for the whole week. And I would like also to say that the big day of the Venus-Saturn conjunction, which is on Friday, will be really a dump pump scenario, in my opinion. Also, we don't have full recovery until the end of April, so I don't see it going really like a rocket ship up, but it is clear that we do have immediately some green energy to counteract it, and I also hope that this will diminish the magnitude of the drops. It's the busiest day of the whole week, Friday, in terms of astrology, also for the Bitcoin horoscope. Here I refer especially to the hourly aspects. So now let's dive into it. Bitcoin from April 21st to April 27th. First of all, we do have the volatile energy, and this is very active on Monday and possibly on Tuesday as well, but I think Monday is the place to exit, like I mentioned, to be on the safe side if you have some profits already. Then you might see here that the global astrology, so the weather, is bad. We do have the financial calendar cheat sheet attached to the entry as always, and I give it also attached on Telegram so that you have it at your fingertips. So look here, we do have rainy, cloudy, yes, but there are clouds which are quite important because we have these hard aspects, the squares and the oppositions with heavy planets like Mars and Pluto. They would shake things usually, so it's important to have this into account. So from Tuesday, we do have also red energy. It's low intensity at a day level in the Bitcoin horoscope. So this would really start the decrease, I would say. Yes, there would be some recovery. There are much more aspects there, many aspects to consider, but we have the strongest ones that I share here with you. And they happen at a certain point in the day. The bright moon crescent would see a temporary hourly recovery. Then on the 23rd, it's neutral, but the global astrology is really negative, and it is a continuation of the drops most likely, but with some hours of recovery. Then 24th looks worse on the Bitcoin level, with plenty of negative energy at day level, also hourly level, and we do have also this volatility which is negative. So expect a flash dump on the 24th, I would say, and the 25th would come also with the Venus-Saturn conjunction, which is negative per se, and now Venus is moving, so I don't see any delays in it. We do have this storm here. This is symbolized by the storm, the Venus-Saturn conjunction actually, and we do have also recovery during the day, even sharp, fast recovery that can happen suddenly out of the blue due to the global energy which is there. So again, we can see long dojis and also long wicks in the candles in the 1 hour chart, if you look at that, or even for the shorter time frame. The weekend is neutral at day level in general, and we do have here on Sunday negative energy globally, and it is important to take into account that also the lunar energy is much stronger, because we do have the new moon energy here, and this will be materialized in the next week, I would say on Monday. Usually it's a positive time, and I would like to say that this is what I see. So in general, in a nutshell, negative. So Monday and Friday can still be positive to some extent, but it might be also an opportunity to buy and plan for the next week. See you there with the next update on the end of April, really the last days. I will provide more details in the next video. As you are used to, we always correlate with Bitcoin, and if we look at a glance, you see already a lot of green here for Ethereum. Now, I do not know what will happen. Something big could happen, because the 26th is a long-term aspect, but it's rather at the end of the week, and also the end of the month shows another long-term aspect, but also a trend. So finally, we could get towards this release of blockage for Ethereum. It can also mean that with all the negative energy, we do have less dumps for ETH. So I wouldn't be overly optimistic, but it is one of the best altcoins in terms of astrology, the ones that are blue chips, and I consider them. I looked at the table, and this is the way it looks. So in terms of news, volumes, please watch TA, be vigilant. It's an important week to watch out in general, the whole crypto. So here I am very curious myself what will happen, because this looks pretty promising. It could be also that it's a very fast recovery after a dump, because I think the dump will likely be global. Whatever will happen in the week for BTC will have consequences on all altcoins, blue chip or otherwise. So then let's go into altcoins now. Blue chip altcoins, we do have opportunities for ETH, as you can see from the astrology. Now, what will happen? Have a close look at that. This is actually the most positive influence we have for altcoins, and I know I mentioned them also last week, XRP and XLM. They do have positive influences now in terms of volume, because also last week it was towards the end of the week that they would grow. So especially if you see these days that it grows, I mean Friday, then we have a good sign that we have interest. Volume is also up, and we might see pumps for these two. Otherwise, Solana and Doge have isolated days. So if you are for the day that are bullish, so to speak, and of course, provided that the the energy and the correlation with BTC allows, because this is quite dangerous, then you might consider something if you can catch a good entry for Solana and Doge. I am more confident in XRP and XLM due to the fact that they have more bullish aspects in the week, and XRP is pretty decoupled from BTC, and it is not all the time, but this can happen. So for me, it's like a more interesting option, but of course it matters what would be the volume. The gold and silver index XAU, we have it from the 21st of April until the 27th of April, and you can see it's pretty red like Bitcoin, so to speak, and maybe even more red or neutral. Here, of course, I cannot say much because in my opinion, it will be rather a stagnation, drops. We don't know. Here on the 21st, it is maybe a lack of money, of volume into it, and a focus on crypto could be that, and the risk asset in general. This could be the case for this red 21 that is long term for the week, but I would say it will be a slowdown in general, and if we have a drop, then it would be temporary, because we see it quite well in May. I'm still working on these, so I'm not ready, but I see good influences in May, and it is on the rise. We know that this is the overarching trend. Now, before I go, I would like to share some updates. I am on verge of producing all the calendars for May. I will share with you, I share them all the time, very timely as I publish them. And I share the link also in community chats, weekly updates. This is the chat where all tiers have access. And then the specific materials for gold and platinum tiers will be provided in another chat where they do have access. It's weekly recommendations for both of them, and the platinum chat is the chat where exclusively for platinum we release the materials. I mentioned this because some of you missed it, and I know that Patreon changed the notifications. They don't send new chat messages to email anymore, so this is really no notification there. Enable notifications for your app if you are on mobile, or otherwise in your settings in the web, and then you receive email notification, and this way you don't miss it, because I got also questions that I published since ages, I would say, the calendar for April, and it is really, I think it's good to have them on a timely basis because they are provided. And I publish the May ones. I announced this in these channels that I mentioned again, and also what I did for April, and I will do for May as well. Maybe it's easier for you. I will do a Patreon entry which has all the links for all the tiers for the whole month at a glance. So you click on it, and according to your tier, you will be able to access the material and to browse it at your own wish. Now, I want to thank you for your loyalty, for your support. I wish you success in the next week. It's not easy tradable, in my opinion. And until next time, be joyful. See you.